All right, here we go. Show number 61 of Into the Cubieverse, and we are live.
Cubieverse is a GPS-based game where you walk to get keys, use keys to open trivia vaults, and for trivia to earn rewards, and you convert those rewards. Nope, you use those rewards to enhance your in-game experience or convert them to real-life rewards. Thanks for joining us tonight, and get ready as we take you into the Cubieverse. Hello, Miner. Hello, Atrocities.
Hi,
Hello,
Dragon.
Forewarned everybody, I think the three of us are a little tired, run ragged all week, so
Might be a lower energy show.
Yeah. So Gold Miner, how was your week in the Cubieverse? Wait. I want to go first before I forget his name.
Okay.
My buddy quest this week, my second fastest buddy quest in the history of the game. 7 minutes from start to finish. Let's say 8 minutes, so it's all done from message to completion with DRock123.
Nice.
Great buddy quest. Messaged me. I saw it in the Discord. It must have just spawned because I hadn't seen it all day. He messaged me, said, "Let me know when you can do it. I'm pretty much available." I'm like, "I can do it now." He goes, "Great. I'm right at my seesaw." Said, "I'll be there in 5 minutes." 4 minutes later, I was there. One and done. Buddy quest over. Great buddy quest. Great communication. Like it's what you want. So DRock123 and Magic Dragon. MGIC, DRGN. Add us for super fast buddy quests.
That's awesome. Is that just a DROC 123?
ROCK.
ROCK.
ROCK. DRock123.
D-Rocky.
So D-Rock rocks. He rocks that buddy quest, that is.
All right.
He does. Okay. Just so I want to get that out of the way, Gold Miner, please tell me about your week.
Well, I had a relatively good buddy quest too, but nothing as good as yours. And I looked at the name this afternoon. I'm like, I have got to remember that. But here I am sitting here. When you said D-Rock, I'm like, oh God, I forgot already. So, anyways, nothing to do with D-Rock because D-Rock was not mine. But my old brain is not telling me or reminding me who I had my buddy quest with. But once again, it was a great buddy quest. Easy peasy. Let's see. We have done quite a few pizza shops this week. Did we do one or two sushis? I think we did 2 sushi shacks today or this week. Not today.
I think I know. No, I did one sushi.
I think that I did 2.
I did one sushi.
And I think I might have done a third one on my way. So, like when I was downtown.
When you're downtown for lunch.
Having lunch. So yeah, I got my sharp knife last week. I was hoping for a charred peel this week, but no such luck. Went to deal with a few green vaults as well. Got perfect on them, but still no drops or chromatic blueprint. Although impressed though at some of these questions, in topics that I don't like to deal with, how quickly I got the answers and to get perfect. Now, granted, one of them took about 3 keys before I could get there, but yeah. So other than that, rather uneventful week. We've just kind of been, living life and dealing with things around the house, and weather has improved. Walking quests apparently have improved, but I don't feel like that personally. Like I'm still behind Atrocities when we're out together, and I'm also finding with the iOS, rather than constantly getting percentages on your walking, you're walking, and there's like nothing there, and then all of a sudden you're at like 56, which,
Okay.
if it was accurate, that would be great. But
Yeah.
if we're walking and he's got like 75% through and I'm stuck there, if we're walking the same distance, we should end up at at the end of the day with the same amount. Oh, I think I just saw a bunch of O'Briens behind you.
That's not going to work. Bunch of O'Briens. Even to this day, Android systems, one generation phone apart, even didn't matter which phone either of us had,
Yeah.
Hers always tracks faster than mine.
And
We're side by side, and I've been ahead of her, and all of a sudden she's like, "Well, I'm at 72." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm at 63." Like, really? And then she laughs and laughs and laughs.
we had that issue too, because I was using my son's old phone, his old Android, which is probably what, Atrocity, 6 or 7 years old now.
It was a Pixel 2.
And there's major issues with the phone, like it's not turning on and off properly. Like you have to hold the button on the side for like 10 minutes sometimes to get it to turn on, and like it's just, or like keep pressing it to turn it on. So I really don't want to go back to my old-fashioned Android. That said, we always found the difference in the steps as well, and we weren't sure if it was phone. We weren't sure if like I was Rogers, or I am Rogers, he is Bell. Like it's hard to say, right?
I equate it to holding technique.
I have
How
a
you
newer
hold the phone.
Well, I don't know about that, because
still don't get tracked as well as she does.
well, I don't know about holding technique, because I know Atrocity's like still walking, shake his phone where he looks kind of reverse walking around, and
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. He always does that regardless. Like he's had a few different phones since he started playing, and
I was always getting more steps.
not all the time, because you get crushed sometimes when you feel the game's in reverse or the walking steps are.
Ours isn't horrible anymore. Like it was a couple of years ago. There was a big discrepancy. But as it is now, we usually stay pretty close.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest issue with the iOS was the fact that we're out and we're walking and I'm getting steps and whatever, and hers at nothing. And then, so she doesn't know if she's getting steps or not, because it shows up as a big chunk eventually. But even then, I was almost done walking level 2 when 75% of walking level 1 showed up for her on the weekend. So,
well, and likewise, when you reach your destination, it just, you're done, right? Like you don't get what you've been accumulating for that big jump, right? So it's like, okay, well, you might have been walking for 5 additional minutes with no actual steps coming on, that maybe you would have gotten in 30 more seconds or 5 more minutes or whatever, but now you're done, it's done, right? Whereas he's the accurate walker, right? Or the accurate step walker.
Yeah.
So it's kind of frustrating. And somebody on Discord had said to delete and reinstall the app. I did that, and at least I was getting steps after that, but still not the appropriate amount of steps by any means.
So at least your walking has improved a bit.
Well,
that's a good step in the right direction over not getting any walking goals at all. So there's progress. How about trade checks this week? Getting bonuses? Or?
So recently we switched over to hunter mode almost all the time rather than chill mode. And we have found, and I know this was talk a long time ago, that you get more drops out of trade shacks when you're on hunter mode versus chill mode. Or was that reverse? Was it chill mode? Atrocity, do you recall?
Anyways, hunter mode was what we were told.
We've been getting a lot of drops between the two of us. Like last night, or yesterday, I got 4 out of what, 8? 8, 9?
I think about that, yeah.
And I think Atrocity's 2 nights, like the time before, it was reversed, like where I only got a couple and then he got 4.
I thought that was part of my week in the Cubieverse.
I know, but you have to tell the whole story here. So, anyways, so I think that has improved at least recently. So I'm pretty happy about that. So I did get the bonus red paint drop from 1.
Yeah.
always great to get extra paint. Did you get the loot code this week?
No.
There was a loot code for 4,000 yellow paint.
Oh, nice.
Do you know what that code was? Do you recall that? Is it still available?
It's on Discord, and my phone, which we're on right now, is on there. So it was in off topic. There was a screenshot of the code.
Oh, nice.
So I don't know if you want to check there. I haven't got it yet. yesterday. I'm sorry?
I might take a look later. See if
Yeah.
it's still there.
So, anyways, that was my week.
Sounds good.
Magic Dragon, how's yours?
Hey, it was good. Like I said, hey, I still remember D-Rock 123. I tried to remember it all day and failed. Like, so I didn't think I was going to make it to my turn. That's why I brought it up earlier. But
So,
great buddy.
sorry to interrupt here. For shoes,
Huh?
just 6487 is that loot code.
6487. Awesome.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt. So you continue after D-Rock.
No, it's just week was good though. Been out walking every day, getting my local vaults here in Dorchester, which has been good. Trade checks. I've been in hunter mode for the last month and a half. I don't get better drop rates from trade checks. Although this week I can't even tell because almost all of them are all messed up again. But they received my videos of the problem and they're looking into it more. Don't know what it is. Sometimes now it's like 80% of the time it's messed up. And 20% of the time it looks perfect. There's no rhyme or reason, nothing that I can see that does it, that changes it. But may have gotten a bonus drop today because I don't know if I already had apples or peaches in my inventory.
Ah.
Your trade checks today, and now I have, well, I had some apples, but now I have 950 and I have 500 peaches. I don't know if I've always had those or not. So it was nice to see bonus stuff there.
Were you there during happy hour? No, happy hour.
I don't think they give out peaches during on Venture Road, so you would have had to get them as a drop or a box.
See, like, hey, did I get anything? I have no idea. But I didn't get any extra drops, but I did get one drop, so I got a bonus of white thread, which is nice. No corrupted dues for me. Bunch of O'Brien's hitting everything again, getting her regular corrupted dues, and she got during happy hour. She got 2,000 white thread. Mm-hmm. That worked out well. We've done 2 pizza quests during the week. We did 3, and then we did 3 extra ones today because we had to drive to London for us to try and pack on some extra green vaults. We did green vaults, blue vaults. We did the yellow vault. I'm sure it's enough for prognosis to get perfect on the yellow, but it just gave me great, so I was disappointed by that. Well, a bunch of Brian's got perfect on hers, which was great. No red key, no monumental achievements that way. But I can confirm that I made a major jump in leaderboard standings with the yellow, even though I didn't get perfect. So some people have been talking about it back and forth, but whether you have to get perfect, not get perfect, if you still get the leaderboard points. And unequivocally, I jumped up for sure. I didn't have to get perfect. Now, I know it makes sense. You know, you moved in the hunter standings before, you're in chill mode, you're still getting points. So it makes sense you'd get points, even though you're not in hunter, even though you don't get perfect. But I mentioned a bunch of O'Brien. I thought somewhere in the recesses of my mind, I remembered something about it was like you get double points if you get perfect. I don't know if that was an old version.
I think that's still in play. Like I would say, like when you switch on hunter mode, it tells you how much more Cubicoin you get. I would say it's the amount of points you get would be the same, right?
I would think so too, right?
Like
so I wasn't really moving in the leaderboard globally, but when I got the yellow and green, I went from 42 to 37, which was a big jump, which was nice watching that. So we're not making a run for leaderboard in Hunter, but we are trying to stay top 10, top 20 locally, which, as you know anything about the local group here in Ontario, it's quite a competitive group. Not sure if we're going to be able to hold on to it or not, but we're going for it.
You're placing top in Ontario, you're placing top in Canada, and you're doing really well in the world, right? So,
right? Yeah, it seems to be that way right now. The only other thing that was nice for the week, I got so far this week I've had 4 blue key drops from White Vault and 2 green keys from Blue.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Most of us think it's nice. Well, half of us think it's nice. The other half thinks it's I'm like, well, you get 2,000 thread. Like, she's getting dropped from all these trade chats. Anyway.
Okay. For the record, Atrocity gets the key drops and I don't too. So I'm right there with a bunch of O'Brien.
Once again, that's part of my week in the Cubieverse, but whatever.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'm trying to save you from talking so much as usual. Just kidding.
Did you want to go there? Have the 12-minute introduction into how your week went in the Cubieverse? Now I'm done in 5. Now we'll throw it over to Atrocity to see how it was. Atrocity,
So
how are your habits for the week?
So I did a buddy quest with Sweeting, SW33TING. I thought he was really good. He actually had messaged me, but he messaged me through a friend request, which
it's tough.
It's hard to find those. They don't show up in the app. I don't know. Anyways, took me a while to find his request, but once I did, great communication. We were able to connect, and we were able to make arrangements to meet after work for both of us. And boom, he was there right on time. So once again,
actually, I think Sweeting is a girl.
Okay.
Because I had one with her a couple weeks ago.
All right. Same. Whatever. I'm just.
Everybody always assumes players are male in this game.
Okay, you're right.
I can play a name. And I've been wrong many times.
Was awesome. It worked out well. On time. Would highly recommend her for sure. So that was good. That being said, did switch over from full-time chill mode to full-time hunter mode this week. We'll talk about why as we get into probably some review of the go deeper dive on the Hunters Lodge. But finding that that microsecond sometimes difference between perfect and great is kind of annoying, because it's like, how's that only great? Like, I was on the ball on that. That being said, there are still some of these new questions out there. Finding I'm still sinking a lot more keys than I have been. So that's a bit of a change, but as we said, sometimes we have a good. I was complaining about it after the first day, and then almost immediately thereafter, I started getting some blue keys as rewards as well. So I don't think I've got any greens yet, but it's nice to kind of see those, because that was something that haven't had that happen too often, because we're normally in chill mode. So it's good. And as Goldminer was saying, went out the one night doing trade shacks, and I got like four pops out of like 8 trade shacks that night. Like, it was pretty amazing. And it's like, well, maybe this has to do with the fact that we switched from chill to hunter's mode. Don't know, but that was a rumor. It worked out. And then the next time we went out, as Goldminer was saying, she got about 4, and I got 2 pops. But that was cool. So it's always good to get pops. Not always getting them on the resources I want to get the pops on, but
beggars can't be
choosers, right? Exactly. So that was cool. Otherwise, obviously we started doing a few more pizzas and whatnot, just because of Adventure Road, where suddenly we got a whole rash of level up multiple levels on cubies. Okay, because it was like yesterday, and then like the day before, it was wanting levels. So it's like, okay, gotta get levels on my cubies. So easiest way to do that's pizza shop. So that was good.
Often it's free. You just have so many in your area too.
Yeah, we got options. So
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
good.
I forgot to mention I finished my adventure road yesterday too. So
Today.
Good.
yeah,
Oh,
Rob
nice.
still has a ways to go because he just
I'm
wasn't paying
I'm
crystal
on
keys.
19. I'm level 19 currently.
Still pretty
But I always make sure, it's like the 13th right now, and I'm on level 19, so I'm ahead. I'm ahead of the day of the month, so things are on track. So, and I know Goldminer got the new Cubie. Looks kind of cool. Confirmed for a fact it was not a builder, so I'm happy with my decision. So we shall see.
Okay.
Building up my crystal key stack, thinking eventually I can get around to building a gym, but just have not gotten there yet.
Okay.
So I think those are kind of the highlights of my week in the Cubieverse. So we were going to go back into the Hunters Lodge, take another look
Yeah.
at it. I don't know if there's any areas you guys want to discuss in detail again, or things you thought about from last week at all.
Hey, I can't even remember who my buddy quest was with. I can't. Hunter's Lodge was far away.
Okay.
All the changes coming.
Yes, all the changes.
Work for the drop rate. So you're wondering if switching to hunter mode helped you get better drop than trade shacks. Well, they're not getting rid of hunter mode. Are they? They're saving that for special things.
Yeah. So,
But all vaults will now be
that's
a chance.
That's what they said with whenever they bring this stuff in, right? Like they are, they're gonna get rid of everything's gonna go to chill mode, and only on special occasions is hunter mode gonna be in play or enabled.
Right.
So, and then they're increasing the payout by 20% for the first for the first 3 months. Then it's going to drop 10% thereafter. So, having thought about that, I'm thinking right now I got to be taking advantage of, and I'd recommend all players take advantage of the Cubicoin drops that you can get. So that's why we shifted to hunter mode full time. Try and take advantage and get as much Cubicoin as we can get right now while going is good, because when it drops a chill, it's going to be back to where we were, because we were in chill for the longest time, and then go down. So that's my thinking on that.
I think that's good thinking, good way of looking at it too. And like any of the OG players who were back in the day when you were getting 10 cents in crypto with every vault, you're like, why didn't I hunt 10,000 more vaults? Why didn't I put the work in? So we're at the very beginning of a long-term crypto currency. This is what everybody in the game is hoping, right?
Yeah.
When they switch this over, the value is going to be set by the market. Get as much of it as you can right now, because 5 years from now, I'm assuming the game will still be around, you're going to be getting portions of Cubicoin, perhaps. In order like Satoshis and stuff that we were talking about.
We'll be calling them illusion weavers. You'll be getting illusion weavers and whatnot, right? Right. That like 100 illusion weavers to a Cubicoin.
Yeah. Why wasn't I hunting more when it's giving me all these Cubicoins?
Yeah.
So get out there, get them, build your base.
And that, likewise, one of the best ways to get Cubicoin is the green and the yellow vaults. So you should be taking advantage of getting as many green vaults as you can on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So
And even better during happy hour, obviously.
definitely take advantage of happy hour.
Yeah.
And I do find that, like, even just switching and just getting blue vaults where, I'm getting 150 or so Cubicoin off of blue vault. I'm like, wow, that's actually really good. So versus where, I previously in chill mode, I was getting, maybe 50 to 60. So I think people should definitely take advantage of that for sure. So,
Okay, is there going to be, have there been any talks of having tutorial, an in-game tutorial, even for old players when they make the switch over? Because honestly, a lot of the stuff they're talking about, like minting to the blockchain, all this stuff, like I don't really know everything about that. Is there going to be something in the game that helps players?
I haven't heard anything like that. Like obviously they've got the existing new player tutorial. It'd be kind of nice if you
Well,
could enable it to do it again, sort of thing.
well,
Yeah.
Posey, didn't he say he might be making some kind of videos for them?
That is true. Where they did do that.
Oh yeah,
The thing with a contest where they wanted people to push out videos and social media comment on tutorials and different topics and whatnot. And I know we saw the one that Posey did. I don't know if there's many other ones that got contributed, but yeah, it's a good point, Goldminer. So, so I guess in theory we could do a tutorial and push it
I
out
hope
there,
so.
right?
That'd be fun.
That'll be next
Yeah.
episode. We'll give you Goldminer and I will give you a tutorial on it.
No, no.
Okay,
Like
okay.
the one-
Goldminer will give us both a tutorial.
We don't have a game system yet, so we don't even know exactly how it's going to work with the wallets and everything, right? Because we can't go into it and log in and as of yet and attach your wallet.
They said something about that functionality being done through a bank, right?
Yeah.
And I think so far, most of the time, if the structures are fairly obvious how they use them.
Yeah.
So
That I agree. So
hopefully,
Well, they're
like I figured out most things in the game. It's just the talk of using your Cubie coins to buy things off the blockchain to import into the game and raise value. That's beyond my wisdom at this age. I don't know all that stuff. I should look into it more, I guess, but where to look and how to implement it into the game, we'll see.
did anyone look at that Medium article that came out?
I wasn't aware there was one.
I didn't know there was one either.
I think Rashu put it into our local leader or local board or local Discord.
Okay.
I'll post that in there. I briefly looked over it, but I think there was something about talking about NFTs and like how to do things or what was happening with that coming out in the next update.
Oh, check that out.
I skimmed over it, but I didn't really do a good read. So, and the old memory has been thinking about other things lately. Are you checking that up right now?
Yeah, all right. So there was a Medium article that came out 3 days ago.
Oh. Anyway, you can post that into the chat.
In the chat, or you want the...
Post it into our chat. So anybody watching the show can get it right away. The chat on the
YouTube chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't copy that because I'm looking at it on the phone. So
Yeah. I wasn't sure what you were doing. That way. Okay.
So
It's not like he doesn't have two screens out there.
Figure it out.
But
Okay.
anyway.
I see you have the Weapon Tree Rush up on the screen right now. I'm looking forward to that.
The resin trees were pretty cool. They were out when we were in Vegas at Coin Hunt Fest, and I think that'll be fun again to see them. And it's the first player that reaches one in a green space. Is that what it is?
So
Yeah.
my
And then
understanding is that they'll pop up on a green space. So does that mean it's an unused tag? They'll pop
Oh,
up.
so I don't-
Sorry, what?
That's my thought on it. If there's a park space, green space that's unused, it'll pop up on that. So you have several in your area, and it's a race for the players to get to them.
Right.
She was just commented about what the update was. But I see you have it there.
So I pull it up here. So April 16th, so Wednesday, they're going to do the upgrade. Advanced print shop will now be upgradable, and it will do the export and importing from blockchain as you upload it. You can account-based wallet manager, which is cool. Game improvements, NFT minting. Oh, when a hunter exports a QB to the blockchain for the first time, a global in-game name broadcast will go out to notify everybody. Ooh.
Oh,
So, is there going to be a race to be the first person to export?
Oh, hell yeah.
All right.
yeah.
So they're saying that they're fixing iOS, smaller, big improvements. So, improving the building user interface. So that was good. And then possible NFT export places like Magic Eden, which if I click the link, take you to Magic Eden. Ooh, here we are.
Oh, wow.
And so they've got a bunch of them already listed here showing up. And it looks like they're charging a bunch for 0.02 Salerno. Is the pricing.
What is it? 0.02 what?
Salerno. Solana. Solana. Ooh, this is good. I think I want.
Wait.
Is this the Zodiac? The full Zodiac?
Yes.
I think you had to have that. Is that the one thing you only get? I don't know.
No, I think we already have that.
Do we have that one? Okay.
I think we have that one. You're talking about the headquarters.
Okay. Yeah. So, someone's pushed all these NFTs out here.
What's the guy that looks like I'm only seeing in small? What's the one with the pink background of the guy that looks like he has devil horns or something?
That I don't think that's. I don't think it's a Cubieverse. Oh no!
It's from Miyagi.
It's Pat Morata Cubieverse collection.
Yeah, it's from Miyagi.
All right, there you go. And probably didn't get that because we were not playing at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So looks like a bunch of stuff's out here. There's pricing on it.
So why would I want this?
So you could, if you wanted this stuff, you could go here and buy it from here and import in game, right? Or you could import it.
How would that benefit me to buy it here and import it into the game? Nothing, just to have it, like just kind of like a clutch.
Rather than playing Cubicoin, or if you can't get in the market and you've got a bunch of Salerno, you can buy it with Salerno import into the game that way. Solana. So that'll be one benefit to you. And likewise, you can export it, and if people are buying this stuff, and people collect other things like collect NFTs and whatnot. So maybe people like Cubieverse NFTs because they're actually pretty good art. So
yeah.
Sorry, I know we talked about this another time ago, but this is just my old age showing. I have no idea.
Nope.
About.
I get it. Okay, so she's saying those NFTs aren't available for sale. Just a list of all the digital art that could be exported and sold. Okay, well, we'll need to dive into that software or program a bit better.
Right.
Figure it out. So,
eventually those ones could be for sale. If someone wanted to export them and list them there. So it's just examples at that point.
Yeah. So, so the amber trees popping up. That's gonna be cool. Looking forward to that the first day, being there. Hopefully, there will be a whole bunch of resin around that we will be able to grab. Resin trees. That'll be the first one too, and smoke them all. May have to go out to Dorchester and clean out that place early.
Yeah. Green day of the week, they could benefit the rural players as long as they find enough of the green places here and the tags are there. I would like some more clarification on that of what the tags need to be and where they need to be and how many you can put. Like, we have a park that has 6 separate distinct areas,
Right.
including 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different parking lots, different areas. Like, there's a pool in one area, there's the tennis court. Can I have maybe 6 tags in there for each of those areas, and there'd be 6 residence trees pop up?
Hopefully.
Like, I don't know how. I would like to see how that
I
works.
can't see it being like every single green tag pops a resin tree, right?
How do you know where they are, though?
You're
Like,
supposed-
is there a beacon or something?
I think you just drive around and find them.
Yeah, and you know it's in a green area.
Right?
Okay,
Patients.
I thought one just randomly would pop up.
A
Yeah, on the
bunch
green
do, yeah.
tags.
One day every week, all the green areas will spawn these resin trees.
All of
And
them.
that's a, yeah, I believe so. That's what it sounded
And the
like.
first,
Well, it
The
says
first-
it says will pop up all over the map, so it doesn't mean every green tag will pop.
and the first one to get one, they turn off after that? Is that right?
So
One, oh, yeah. Or
so only
disappear.
one person can harvest that resin tree.
Okay.
So the first come, first serve.
Okay, so, but you said there could be multiple ones? So
Yeah.
are all the other ones going to disappear then?
No.
No.
It's the first person to grab that particular tree.
Okay, so I could go and get, like, I could find potentially 10, 20, 30, 40 of these resin trees. Well,
You
you
could.
guys are at work.
Yes. In theory.
Or you get 5 somewhere and someone else get 5 somewhere in town. All aces can get 5. You know, there's
Yeah.
everybody can get different ones in different areas.
Huh.
As long as they're the first to get to them.
Yeah. It'd be,
So, for example, if you were saying a busy area like Toronto, they might be popping up. Well, they, I guess, might be limited on green space, mightn't they?
they would be.
Yeah.
Wow.
But Louisa Weaver said this could be a benefit to rural players.
Because there's
where-
more space.
If
Yeah.
we have 6 pop up here, the likelihood of someone driving out to Dorchester and getting them before we go get them is pretty slim.
Hi.
So it could benefit us. Challenge accepted? Yeah.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
So,
I'm going to hang out in London and wait for your next red Volt.
right? Right.
We've only ever
Nice.
had one.
Well, there's been 2. I think.
Oh, yeah, it's St. Thomas, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Actually, Rashut got a red tree this week. Or, not a red tree, a red vault this week.
Yes.
Yep,
I
I
saw that.
saw that.
Congratulations.
I do. Sorry, on the resin trees, I do hope that they don't spawn in the same spot every time. Right. I hope they spawn in different green tags, so it's a different map of resin trees every time.
Okay, really, you really want that to respawn in different areas?
Yeah, because it's more of an interesting challenge, more of a hunt, right? To find.
Every green spot, then I agree. They should rotate the green spots that they go to.
Right.
If they're pumping up on every green tag that doesn't have a vault, then yeah, have them come back every week, and then your best areas, people will be racing to them as well, right?
Now, excuse me. When we were in Vegas, when we did them, right? I think we got about 25,000 resin or so, if I recall, off of each resin tree. Is that Goldminer? Do you recall that number being about right?
Didn't they vary, though? Like, sometimes they just kept pouring out and pouring out and pouring out,
Some
and other
of-
times
yeah.
it weren't as long. But yeah, I want to say, I want to say about that. But for some reason, 8 or 9,000 also sticks to my head
Okay.
too.
Okay, so regardless, so like, if there's 20 resin trees around you and they all generate between 10 and 20,000 resin, that's a lot of resin, right? So,
But also in Vegas, do you remember there was the odd tree that just like wouldn't deplete? Like, it would go dark after you got it, and then go back in the area, and
Yeah,
lit up again.
I recall there were a couple that were bugged that just kept paying out more than they should have. So hopefully that's not the case anymore. But my thought with these resin trees is if they pop up like everywhere, then they're only going to pay out a limited amount of resin versus if they're more rare and paying out more resin, right? So
I think I would kind of want lower payments to more players. I think would improve the game more than payouts to select players.
I agree. Right. I hopefully they got the balance right where, maybe you get a couple thousand resin or out of each tree, and there's a lot of them, but they're not, they're not everywhere, or they're harder to find, and it is actually a bit of a hunt, which would be kind of cool. Because right now, obviously, we've got their roots and their loops and everything else that's efficient routes, whereby it's not so much of a hunt as a farming activity, whereby if these spawn different places, it would be a bit of a hunt to find them. So cool. So the other thing here, they had brought these consumables, which they didn't say they're bringing in with this patch, but they did talk about here. And we talked about this a while ago, I believe, the consumable Amber Resin Rush. So all walking quests complete for the next reset be able to bonus 10,000 resin. And buy these at the coffee shop. Didn't say the price of these, so that's kind of interesting. Like, are they going to be priced at the same price as the current
Two blue keys or whatever, as the
two blue keys, or is this going to be priced at 3 green keys?
Will definitely be more valuable than others. So you think there could be a varying price, right?
Yeah, because this is effectively it's 100,000 resin. No, 80,000 resin.
Give me a consumable that reduces the wait time on a trade shack by 24 hours.
Yeah. So, once again, this is a ton of resin coming into the game. So depending on the price of this, we shall see. So.
Sorry, how much does it give you for that consumable?
10,000 for every walking quest level completed. So
nice.
Ideally what you do is you would pop it, you buy a bunch, then you'd pop it right after reset before you start collecting a level, right? Because when it makes sense to get it when you've already completed 3 or 4 levels. But that's 80,000 resin right there, which if I'm getting 80,000 resin out of this, how much do I care about
the tree?
At the tree.
So hopefully this will make the coffee shops more valuable.
Yes.
Because I'm the only one.
Let's be at level 5 already to be able to sell those ones as well. So.
Do you get paid out much from your your cat in the background is very cute. Are you getting paid out much from your coffee shop?
The Dorchester one?
Ever got a payout from your coffee shop? Maybe ever, but not very often.
I think I've only gotten one. But now that they give the consumables away in the Adventure Road, it's kind of wrecks the coffee shop payouts as well.
I think that's great for now until people get exposed to it to realize the benefits.
That's
then
true.
They want to buy one from the coffee shop.
Yeah, I recall when the coffee shop was first around with a bunch of brines made. We went out, we bought a lot of stuff at that time, but it never come back, right?
Yep.
And then
never went back.
never need more. Now, obviously, you built one here in town, so we bought a few from there. But I think once again, that was first built. We bought a bunch, and I've never gone back for any more.
Well, I bought the few. I was trying to add up increase my white paint, and so I bought a few of those, but not. I don't think I've gotten a key on that coffee shop. I might have, but I don't think I have.
Right.
And that's since what, October, November time?
Something
October?
like that. Not too many. Like definitely the payback on that is terrible. Versus once again the vending machine, whereby, we're getting Cubicoin almost weekly on those vending machines, right?
Right.
So
Well, yeah.
most weeks. But hopefully, like this looks like between the two of them, there's gonna be a lot of resin you're able to get out of the game. Which once again is another reason to switch out of chill mode into hunter mode while you can, because like in my mind the advantage of chill mode was always you get a lot more resin, you get a lot more paint. Well, here comes the resin.
Yeah.
Has anyone been selling anything in the auction house lately?
Oh, I started selling resin. I was not going to mention that, but I sold 300,000 resin this past week, so
Oh, good. I sold some dahlias and some. What was the tiki that was available this week? Sold a couple of those as well.
Hookah High, wasn't it?
Okahu? Maybe.
H.
It's a hookah. I actually only have one of that. That surprised me.
It used to be any Tiki Warrior, and it still is sometimes. But when they specify it, same with the Dahlia, that was good. I was able to get some things up in the market, sell them.
How much those dahlias go for, out of curiosity?
1,200.
I don't know. Why am I telling you guys to get in on my competition?
No, I'm just curious.
No, I sold them. I did buy it now 7,500 cubic coins.
Oh, wow.
Wow. And you got... Wow.
Yep. Well, you had to equip it in order to get the challenge.
Yeah.
Right? So people it and equip it to get done. There are some up there listed at 20,000, 30,000. I'm like, that what I did. I was like, this is what I want for mine, and I want to sell a couple of them. I wasn't purposely trying to undercut them because I found they were afterwards, but
And
that's what I want.
that goes right back to our undercutting conversation. I think that was last week or 2 weeks ago. So it makes sense to list them lower than the other people.
Well, I didn't know that they had listed them. I just listed mine myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on, I looked at my thing and I said, okay, I still got 2 up there. Oh, someone bought one. Oh, good. Then I looked, I wonder how many are for sale. Like, oh, there's a bunch of them.
Are you finding that you're like I know you have your trade shacks in Dorchester. How many times a week would you say you're in London hitting all the other trade shacks? Like weekly, at least once, or no? No. I was commenting to Atrocities last night. I think it was last night. How I seem to have a ton of resources of. I don't want to say everything, but I have a lot of stuff that I have like 10,000 of, 20,000, 30,000 of, where it's like, do we need to be hitting these trade checks so hard? Or
you need to be putting in the cubies that you want. You
need to rotate.
But see, we do rotate our cubies in there, but at this point, like, there's nothing I need. There's no resources that I'm sitting here going, I need to have more of this. Like,
the limiting.
Pardon?
That you know of. Like, remember in Halloween, if you knew you were going to need all that paint to get the Psycho Clown, you might have put your shark or your pirate captain in a couple trade shacks, built up all your resources, your paint, right? So you never know what's coming. So we started looking ahead. Do you have any, like, who's coming up, the dog event that's coming up? What could you possibly need from resources that come out there? What does dog food go towards, or the collars, whatever, right? There might be new, there probably new resources coming, but who knows?
Yeah. No, and likewise, like when we know like a certain event, like when Halloween was coming, we changed all of our trade checks to Halloween-y stuff and Christmas stuff, and we're on the ball with that, and I'll shuffle things around. Like Atrocities has 2 clowns out there right now. Which he wants to collect thread, and
Crept it is. Bunch
Yeah.
of Rhines must be loving those.
Yeah, it is. I tell you, every single time we drive down Huron by the school,
Yeah.
She gets corrupted news every single time. Like
Seriously.
once a week at least, because when we go to pick up our son at school, and she'll get corrupted news every single time.
That's funny.
And that's
from that exact same trade check.
Which one is it? One right in front of the school?
I believe so. Or no, the next one up in front of a pizza place.
Right.
In front of the little strip mall, right there.
Yeah, I think I gotten corrupted news there once myself, but those don't seem to pay too well for me. But speaking of, the other thing on the adventure road they talked about was new account level perks, one of which being one more Trade Shack location, level 45, which...
That will be exciting. Now what to staff it with.
Well, we got to figure out the locations. I'm hoping to slide those in. There's some spaces in ours that hopefully we can fit in, make it continue along. But that's really exciting. So...
Yeah. That's cool. I also like the extra blue user vault and white user vault slot as well, right?
Yeah, and I think those are already in the game. Are they not?
Do you know how there's a lot more, like, get 6 white user vaults or get, like, 8 white user vaults, where I feel like we need to put down more white and blue vaults because, you know, just to have them closer to our home versus having to drive to Masonville or something like that, or I guess those ones on by your son's school, those are relatively new too. I keep forgetting about those ones.
It's all indicative of their goal to get more players in the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the user vaults are going to drive the game because you'll then know, because every 4 months they purge it. We'll now know who's in the game, who's active in the game, who's playing. Everyone's going to want to build user vaults so they can get their own goals and stuff and get their keys back. And
I know it's always exciting to find a new white user vault.
It is. Right? Very much. Like, it's a little bit different, but when I found those 4 green vaults in Audible, I thought for sure they were all going to be the same person, but each one was a different person.
Oh, wow.
I was excited. They're still active in the game. There's 4 green vaults within a 3-block radius, all of them are different people who are still playing.
I found a new white user vault a couple of weeks ago, month ago or so. But I told you about it, Atrocities, out at West Elborn and Oxford West, like way out as you're heading towards like Kamoka area.
Right.
Oh, cool.
And it was some name I've never seen before. But I'm not, like, I was just out there showing houses, so that's why I was out that. I'm not out there that often. I don't know if there's other stuff, but yeah.
But that's exciting, right?
It is exciting. You're like, oh, who's this?
People join.
Yeah.
So, the one other thing on here, level 50, remote headquarters access blueprint from shop. So we can access. So
you don't have to move your headquarters.
Right. So we can just do that. I guess my thought here is remote access blueprint from shop. So do I have to buy a blueprint and place it someplace to access?
Yeah, I think maybe it's going to replace your existing headquarters, maybe, or I don't know. That's good. I never really thought about that too much.
Right, like
maybe you're based somewhere, and
can I buy the blueprint and build it that at my work per se, so I can access my headquarters functions from there? Is that how it works? And you have to buy it.
You want to remote access your headquarters,
right? Like, and if I go on a trip, can I build another? Do I have to buy another one and build it, or does it destroy my current remote one? They didn't really go into details on that, and I didn't see much.
It does seem like a cool idea, though, whichever way they're doing it.
Okay.
If I have to spend 1,000 Cubie coins for remote access instead of a green key to destroy my headquarters, I would do that.
For a one-time like
Yeah,
for a
like-
permanent
Yeah.
location.
Yeah.
And what'd be cool is I could use my headquarters buildings in different locations potentially, right?
Yes,
Because
exactly.
right now you can only kind of put one out and whatever.
Right.
But I think I've accumulated a bunch of headquarters over off the playing, and a lot of them I don't even remember what they are or having them now, and so I got the hippie bus in the auction house most recently, and have had that up, and I like it. I'm not planning on changing it actually. So
You know what's even better than that one? The
What?
Hawaii one,
Hawaii,
which
one.
I got long ago.
That is true.
And one just so nice and tropical, especially during wintertime, right? But I like the hippie bus as well.
So Magic Dragon, you follow up. What's even better than that? What?
Oh yes, let me tell you, I know Magic Dragon's answer. The astrology one.
The observatory. Do like that a lot, but my favorite's still the modern house. Yeah.
Oh, right.
I don't have it right now. I do think I have the observatory up still.
Uh,
I do. I've done a lot as well.
I saw the observatory up for sale, and it was like some crazy price, or else I would have jumped all over that one.
So what's the price you're looking to pay?
It wasn't 250 or 500, whatever it was.
I'm thinking maybe I could do 250 Cubicoin.
Well, you could have bought one. I think it was up for like 250.
No, not 250,000. 250.
Oh,
What do you think, Magic Dragon? You want 250?
No, I'm good right now. I'm gonna keep my cubic coin.
All right.
I want more. I want to keep my observatory. Get lots of cubic coin.
All right. So,
Okay.
final topic, because I know it's getting the end here. They did the Battle of the Wild West. I think both you guys won.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
And what did you guys get in your contest boxes? Your 5 contest boxes you got? Did you call? Was it good?
Oh, come on. You realize it's on the phone, and that was a week ago.
Where's this right now?
Okay. Well, because I'm going to say I recall in my one box
Oh, I know what you got.
250 candy cane. Don't be jealous.
Screenshots. Oh, okay. I can tell you what I got in mine.
Can you?
I got 250 electric cord, 250 football, 100 jade stones, 150 surfboard, and 250 lotus.
Can you see in that? Are you in that Discord feed or thread that we
No.
had? What I
No,
had?
I'm in my gallery in the screenshot folder. So I taken a screenshot of it. So I
You
just
know-
saw it.
I might be able to get mine because I think I texted it to.
Oh, I think I might have got texted. Yeah,
I texted it to you, didn't I?
I think you did. So, you were
That's
happy
all I
with
got.
your payout? That seemed a decent payout, right? For guessing right.
Yeah, no, mine wasn't. I don't have it as a text. You. Mine. Can I go off of this for a second and into? Oh,
Sure.
what's that? Okay. Give me a second. Oh no, I can't because it's in Discord. Oh, hold on. Apparently we chat a lot throughout the weeks. Okay, so I got 200 angel feathers, 100 angel feathers, 150 jade stones, looks like 250 chopsticks, gunpowder, and cowboy hats.
Oops.
That's not bad. Gunpowder, pretty good.
Okay.
Some good stuff. Yeah, much better than 250 candy cane.
Yeah.
You should have guessed right.
I know. Next time I'm gonna follow your leads.
Yes.
Well, that thinks us now too.
Right?
So maybe that's we should all talk on Discord before we choose, and whatever atrocity says to
Oh,
not.
I'm not picking ever again. I'm just following.
no,
Yeah.
I don't. I don't mentally pick. I just scroll through my people. First one I see is the first one I pick. So it all depends how they've decided to organize my people at the time to depend on which one I pick. Please give us a way to sort through our cubies in the auction house.
Oh,
We can search if we want to find that Pokahu or whoever was that to put up the first time. There's a little tiny square to see who's got the blue triangle with the green thing. It took me a long time to find who I wanted.
yeah. I'm right there with you. And like just your inventory in general, how one time it's organized one way, next time it flips around. The stuff that was first comes last. No idea, no rhyme or reason. Would love to be a way to organize that. So.
Well,
Come join. Come say hello. Okay.
I'd love
Go
to
over
find
the
bigger
Yeah.
and have the on them as well, like when you pull
Yes.
them up. Because sometimes you
Yeah.
pull it, oh, I think this is the one, because old eyes can't see.
Or even just be able to search, right? Just
You know, you're getting old when you have to take pictures of things and enlarge the picture. So you,
use your phone's camera to zoom in on the instructions on the chicken nugget box to see.
huh?
Yeah.
Well, when you need to have when you get cataracts and you need to have the cataracts removed, apparently you don't have to wear glasses after that.
Oh, there you go.
Something to look forward to.
Yes, it is.
all right. And with that, what else to look forward to next Hunters Lodge? Sunday, June 1st. So, hopefully that
Month and a half away.
hopefully they achieve that target, doesn't get pushed back.
Yeah.
So,
Okay,
awesome.
so next week's discussion will not be another recap of Hunter's Lodge. Next week, we're going to have fresh new material. We're going to be deep issues. Deep issues.
We can discuss all the new updates that have happened on the 16th.
That'll be a bit. I want deeper. Let's go deeper.
Yes. So,
Okay, everybody.
Okay.
Thank you.
With that,
like, subscribe, and comment below.
like she
Who are
said,
you? That's
Thank
not
you.
your line.
chat
I know,
for
like-
thanks to chat for joining us tonight, and everybody else
Yeah.
watching live. Appreciate that, and
Happy hunt.
happy hunting. We'll see you
Happy
in the
Bye.
Cubieverse.
Bye.